I was inspired to get my wrist tattooed using the same design that my Amal had. She had tattooed herself from top to bottom. And when I look at her pictures, I think she was the most beautiful woman I had ever seen. Physically, my kakiniit make me feel as beautiful as she was. Symbolically, they connect me to all the women in my lineage, right to the first mother.
I'd say a big inspiration was my Anikuluk, my older brother. He's helped so much with reclaiming my identity, and being able to do that alongside him as siblings has played a big part in my life. I was always curious about traditional tattoos growing up, and I remember doing school projects and research in middle school and high school. And actually, when I was in high school, my Aniklu was attending Inuuqatiit here in Ottawa, and he got his cheeks done, his cheek markings done. And I was so fascinated, and it sparked like an interest.
I always felt like a little bit like a fish out of water. I grew up in a neighborhood where, everybody was on social assistance. We didn't have a lot of money. I was darker skinned than everybody around me. I had long black hair. There were some racial slurs that were targeted at me. I'd always been curious about myself and where I was and what I needed. Why was I so different from everybody else? What did I need to make myself feel better, to stand in my own skin, really? Found that once I made the decision, I got my life back, I got myself back. Now I've done it, and I'm so excited I do this. I actually can look in the mirror now, and I like what I see. I love what I'm doing and becoming, and for me, it just it inspired me to rediscover myself, my roots, and what I needed to go and do to be better. So for me, it's inspired me to be better and to do better and become what I needed to be.
Seeing the other Inuit around Inuuqatiit and Nunavut, and Inuuqatiit really proudly wearing their markings helped me feel a lot more empowered with being able to do the same thing, because it's just so beautiful being so like unapologetically Inuk and just carrying our markings with pride.
Our ancestors aimed to live in harmony with one another, with themselves, with the environment, and with the spirit world at all times. The meaning of kakiniit shows our ancestors that you are ready to live in harmony.
I love seeing the joy and the connections that we make with each other when we see each other. I'm going to say one more thing about this, and it's not directly related to your question, and that is the inability to feel connected. I have experienced lateral violence. I know I'm not alone in lateral violence. It happens, it's real, but those that are unwilling and unable to see or be seen, or allow others to explore and reconnect to their roots, that really isn't about you and your ability to build a relationship. It is about them and their inability to build those connections. So I think and I feel that my face maps my bridging and maps my ability to build connections with others. So for me, it is a connection and it is a bridge.
Makaligay magkabalik Inuuq suluwalo.
Now that I've gotten my kakiniit, I see myself asking more and more questions about whether or not I should do something, not how I should do something or act in a certain way. I see myself, I look at myself in the mirror, and if I can't see the good in the thing that's being asked of me or the approach that I'm supposed to take, if I'm not making myself or my community better or stronger, then I won't go forward. My kakiniit actually helps to remind me to be strong because my family, my community needs it. I need it. I'm better because I can look at myself in the mirror knowing that I'm doing what I need to do to make my family and my community stronger. So it's a reminder.
When I go out, I know that my face is unusual for most Canadians to see. They stare, some balk, some admire. When I look at myself in the mirror, I am aware that it's my responsibility to honor my cultural ways of life. Because now my skin has been stitched and the link to my ancestors has been renewed in the spirit world. And they are watching me very closely to see what I'm doing with that responsibility. This empowers me as an Inuk, navigating the contemporary world while still honoring my traditional values.